Hey folks, just doing a quick overview of my compressors. I got some questions on one of my sandblasting videos about my compressor setup here. Don't mind the wires, everything's kind of a mess. I just had the garage actually remodeled and I haven't had time to correctly hang the wires yet. But this is my compressor setup. So this is my newest compressor here, and this is an 80-gallon Jenny. It's a J5E 80V. I got it through Huvis Auto. These guys are made down in Somerset, PA. Pumps and everything, tanks, it's all made right here in Pennsylvania. The only things I've done to this are I put Solberg intake silencers, intake filters, whatever you want to call them. They definitely quiet down the intake quite a bit. And it's easier for me to get a hold of these filters than it is to get a hold of the Jenny brand ones. But this is a mag start 5-horse compressor. Single stage, and really there's not that much to tell about it. I haven't added anything else onto it. You can wire right into the box a automatic drain valve or an hour counter, and that stuff is coming soon. So then this compressor is the primary. I have the pressure switch is set so that this one comes on first. And then if the Jenny can't keep up, then this IR T30. This is a 1970s 2-stage T30. So whenever the Jenny can't keep up, the IR comes on. This is the same thing. This is a 5-horse mag start. It is a dual stage though, which is why you just have the one intake on the one head. And this is also switched to a Solberg intake silencer. This had the old IR intakes on it, which was like a piece of felt that you oiled, and it doesn't do a good job at all. It would get the oil dirty real fast. This one's a mess. I got this at an auction for 280 bucks, so it's kind of hard to pass up. But this is also an 80-gallon. So then this flows out this side over here. I used high pressure, high temp hydraulic hoses, and it flows into this manifold. Jenny's coming from this side down around, and then they go up, and both of them flow into the top of this old Husky compressor. So this is, but back before I started my shop when I worked at the dealership, this was my hobby shop, whatever, home garage compressor, whatever you want to call it. And it ran great for that. As soon as I started the garage and I had the tire machine running and air grinders and stuff, it lasted about 3 months after that. And then the motor locked up. The pump still turns, actually. It's a little bit tight. I was always real good about oil changes on it, but I didn't want to put a motor on this and have it running all the time, 24/7. So I just bought something that would handle the job. So basically, the idea of having both big compressors run into this tank is that this is the water catch. And so it definitely does catch most of the water. I just drained this yesterday, and there's probably quite a bit in there, yeah. And I only did 2 or 3 sets of tires yesterday, and there's already water in there. So it kind of acts as a water catch for the whole system. And then this is the main 3/4 inch line going out to the shop, and I have it run the Max Air, I think that's what it's called. It's just flexible. It's aluminum lined PEX hose. And so I don't even have water catches in the rest of my system. It goes out, and then along this wall over, I have about 200 feet of that line, and I don't have water catches anywhere else in the system because this catches all the water. The only thing I may add is an air conditioner into the system to cool the air down a little bit. But a good one is about $1,000. So that's my air setup. It doesn't have a problem keeping up with anything. My wife can be doing a set of tires. You know, the tire machine is run basically all on air, and I can be running the blast cabinet, which is right in here. My blast cabinet from TP Tools. So we can be running both those things all at once and have somebody grinding, and these things keep up just fine. This tank rarely kicks on. It only kicks on if you're running like the blast cabinet and a 1-horse grinder and the tire machine, and then you'll hear this sucker kick on too. So this is my current setup. A couple things I'm going to be adding are a vent probably out that wall right there, so that whenever this clicks on, it turns the fan on in the wall, just to bring in some fresh air, so that I can possibly leave this door closed all the time. But other than that, if you have any questions, let me know. This is my system. Like I said, don't worry about the wires or the mess. Everything's kind of dusty right now from the renovations. But hit me up in the comments if you have any questions. Thanks.